Hello, hello, and welcome back. If you notice, I'm using a different camera this time. I'm actually using a camera that has a wide-angle lens on it that's handheld. I don't have to hold my arm so far out. The trade-off, it's heavier. So, last time, so we had the issues with the hard drive. Well, Amazon has brought me my new drive here. So they did deliver it overnight. This one is also sealed. And just for fun, let's open this one up on camera. I can tell you though, I'm not expecting any issues. This one is heavier than the last box, but you know, so there we go. Maybe I need to sharpen my knife. Okay, and voila, there is the drive. Ooh, it's beautiful. Look at that. And it is very, very light. Very light. So, there it is. 1 terabyte solid state drive. Okay, now, just to install the puppy, which shouldn't be hard, and it's not going to be up and running yet. We still got to hook up all the cables and everything, but got the drive. I was so upset about that. I am so glad they took care of that with no qualms. So here's something I ran into, kind of interesting. This drive is so small here. I mean, literally, it is so darn small. It's bigger than a credit card. It's about the same size as a pack of cigarettes, except it's not nearly as deep. In fact, it's not even as deep as one cigarette. Not that I've measured cigarettes recently, but I'm just saying. So the screw holes here are very, very small, and so there was no screws that came with it, but I've got these little screws that came with the case, so I'll be screwing those in, and literally, it doesn't take up much room at all. Look at that. Look at all this leftover space. I wonder if it generates heat or not. I don't really know if it'll generate a lot of heat or not, but you know, I could fit 100 of these in this case because they're so small. So here it is. I mean, it's just so small. And yeah, it feels light. It feels like it's almost not even there. And but there it is. So I put it in with the rest of the drives here. I decided to put all of them down here. I've got a whole fan unit that fits over the top of this, and figure that keep them all in one place with the airflow, and unless I'm having heating problems, then I'll separate them out and I'll do something a little bit different. But I think that'll be good for the moment. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 more drive bays that are internal. I have 2 more external bays for external hot swaps, and I don't know whether or not I'll be using those or not. I'm probably not going to fill up all these bays, but I do have a couple extra hard drives laying around that are like, you know, 2 terabyte and stuff like that, and you know, maybe I'll use those as just drives that back up important data, you know, like the OS in case I corrupted it or something like that. It's gonna be hard to back up. In fact, it was pointed out on one of my other videos that I should be thinking about you know, I've got the RAID in here so that I can have the security of a hardware failure, but what he pointed out is that it doesn't provide for virus or other malicious acts, and he's totally right. And so, you know, of course I'll have some sort of antivirus running on here, but at the same time it makes me think that you know, I need to pay attention to that. And where am I going to back all this other stuff up to? Because the reason I'm putting in this 20 terabytes of space is because right now I have somewhere around 10 terabytes of videos, and I can back them all up, you know, make some backups, you know, some archive stuff that wouldn't be affected by viruses, but you know, it begs, how much space do I need, and where am I going to put all this, and you know, do I really want to spend money on an external network area storage and stuff? I'm not thinking that I do. So I'll have to figure that out. I have 7 terabytes offline right now, But, gosh, yeah, I could get ugly. I have to figure that out.